Okay, so we're back. Finally got a new car, so I'm able to go to the gym now consistently. So today is the first day back, and I'm actually gonna do a density day today. So my current split is upper lower, but I want to include. It's basically gonna go like this: upper A, upper B, lower B. Then it's gonna be a push day, some type of push day variation, and then the density day, which is basically just back and legs. That's basically what it is. I got the idea from, well, I got it from Jordan Peters. The split, not the split, but the day itself seems like a very fun day. I mean, the first movement is literally stiff-legged deadlift. Like, come on, and I'm trying to actually get a crazy deadlift. I'm not gonna lie. Last time I attempted a deadlift was a few weeks ago, or a week ago. I'm sorry, about a week ago, and this was directly after work, fully nerfed, no like lift straps, just raw. I was able to get 295, which I wasn't too disappointed in. So definitely today, I don't think I'm gonna go for a 1 rep max, but I definitely want to leave the gym today knowing that I have 315 in the bag easily, which today I actually prepared. I actually slept. I slept as soon as I got out of work. Got my pre-workout meal in, which was just creamy rice, 2 scoops of creamy rice, a few little crackers for sodium or whatever. And what else? I think that's it. And just electrolytes. Electrolytes has a bunch of potassium in it. And honestly, today should just be overall a very fun day. But yeah, that's the new sort of split. As you can tell, I'm wearing the Control Insanity right now. I went to an event like, what was it, Saturday night, so a few days ago now, and it was the best night of my life. Like, honestly, like, the fire for bodybuilding is burning bright again. I could tell you that much. I'm just super inspired, super motivated, super amped up, and I want to catch up to these people, man. As I met some amazing people, some really strong people, some people with amazing physiques. It was just overall awesome. So yeah, that's what's gonna happen today. Density day today. Probably, I was gonna start with the push session, but honestly, I just want to go straight to the density day because I've already done push sessions. The only thing I haven't done is something like this. So yeah, the point of this day is basically just to emphasize getting a freaky thick back and very, very freaky legs. That's basically about it. I mean, in bodybuilding, at least the physiques that stand out for real, are the physiques that have like a very freaky back and legs. Like, those are the main, like usually for social media, because there's why, like, I remember, I think TNF talked about it, where social media favors big chest and arms. Like, they favor more that, so like somebody with like humongous arms. But in the actual bodybuilding sport, like in the bodybuilding world, what's actually favored is, stuff like back, legs, I think shoulders, possibly shoulders, yeah. But stuff like that is really favored. If you have a really good back and legs, then you already have, like, I think more than half of the package that you need. Like, probably like 75% of the package you need in order to win. Or to be one of the best to ever do it. So that's the goal with this. And yeah, I feel like I could use a lot of back thickness. My back width is fine, but yeah, dude, super amped up. Let's get in there and let's get after it. Okay, so stiff-legged deadlift. This is gonna be done in more of a hypertrophic type of way. So it's gonna be, the descent is gonna be a bit more controlled than a normal deadlift would be, depending on how heavy I go. So far the warm-ups feel all right. I never know for sure how it's gonna go until I get to 225. I feel like 225 is that weight that dictates, how the workout, how this specific exercise is gonna go. So this time I have my little trusty wrist straps, which are dirty, but I mean, what can you do? So here we have it, 185. Let's see how this moves. Ooh. That felt pretty easy. Last time I did these, I was a lot more explosive with it, but that's because I was just trying to really move as much weight as possible. So let's go up to 225. All right, 225 on here. We're gonna see how this moves. I'm really hoping to at least get a bit more than 275 for reps, because the last time I deadlifted, I did 275 for 8 reps, I believe. And then the time before that, when I like deadlifted for the first time in a while, I did 275 for like 4 reps. So I mean, the goal is, I should be able to get 275, you know, easily, given everything. So let's try it. We're about to see how 275 moves. I don't know if I haven't drank enough water today, but I feel not like extremely lightheaded, but it's definitely there if I'm not careful. Yeah, 225 felt kind of heavy, and I feel like the reason it felt heavy is because last time that I was doing deadlifts, I was bouncing out of the bottom, so that kind of helped me get more and more reps. That's why the first rep of a deadlift is always the hardest one, because that's where you go from like a dead stop to a full on rep, as opposed to using that little bounce to get the weight back up again. And then the other reps are like super duper easy, which is what happened last time. Obviously, I was just trying to move as much weight as possible. Now that I'm doing it in more of a sort of bodybuilding sense, it's definitely a lot harder, because the way I'm doing them, I'm fully stopping at the bottom. And instead of letting it just drop fully, I'm actually controlling it to some degree. So it definitely makes it a lot harder. So 275, I think might be the working weight, if not less, actually. Maybe less. All right, so let's see how this goes. Those 2 reps, that was hard. That was very hard, but honestly, that was an easy 5 to 6 reps. I believe so. Probably gonna go up to 295, which I got for literally that was my 1 rep max last time. So we might as well just try to progress off of that. Do 295 for like no more than 4 to 5 reps, right? And I'm gonna probably end the deadlift session here, since it's pretty taxing, and then this is my first session back, and I still have other exercises to get through. So it would be pretty wise to just do one really hard set of this and leave it there for today. Especially since my next exercise is actually bent over barbell row. It's already gonna be hard enough. So I'm over here looking like a maniac, recording with both my phone and my camera. So yeah, 295. I was about to say 275. My legs, like when I like go to bend down, like they're already extremely shaky. I'm extremely nervous for this set, but we're gonna hit this. We're gonna hit this for more than 1 rep, for sure. You know it's serious when I take everything out of my pocket. That's when you know I'm like, whew, I'm going full on. Come on. Let's go. Oh. Yep. You can do this. Come on. Come on. Don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt yourself now. Come on. Come on. Get this shit up. Come on. Yes. Fuck it. 3 reps. That was good. That was nice. Okay, so it is time to get very technical with it. So bent over barbell rows. Now the way I'm doing these is I'm not, whatchamacallit, dude, the deadlift like just annihilated my brain. So I'm thinking of pulling my body towards the bar instead of trying to just get the bar up, because then what tends to happen is that I use momentum and then I sort of like lift my chest up and then my elbows don't get to go that far past my body, which isn't really optimal for upper back growth, right? Now these are gonna also kind of, put a bit of more tension on the erectors, which obviously is something that I want. I mean, it's a density day, so that's why also when I did the deadlifts, my back was slightly rounded, but it was more rounded towards the bottom of the movement. But in the bottom of the movement, what I was mainly using was my hamstrings and glutes, because I had the bar so close to my shins, like I almost like dragged it up my leg. So the moment arm between the bar and my lower back wasn't too much, so that's why it wasn't like a predominantly lower back exercise. Now if I had the bar all the way in front of me, that would definitely put more tension on the lower back. I would have felt it more, and it would have been a bit harder actually, and I would have been more prone to injury right there, especially since it's my first day back. But yeah, I'm gonna do these super controlled. Gonna allow my back to round a tiny little bit at the bottom of the movement, and then just act like I'm, pulling my body towards the bar. Like you're not gonna see any momentum, right? I'm not gonna like go up like this and do all that, because at the end of the day, it just hurts you more than anything, because your elbows aren't going like past your body that much. So yeah, my goal here is to eventually get, if I could get to 185, so a plate in a 25 for controlled reps without using momentum, that's gonna be big. That's gonna be very big. I've done 185 before, but using a ton of momentum. Like I'm talking about, like I go all the way to the bottom, my back like rounds hella, and then when I go up, I just use all that momentum that I got off the bottom. But yeah, let's hit this up. Whoa. Those weren't the cleanest reps ever. Didn't feel the best, but bent over rows is one of those movements where there's a little bit of neural adaptation to be done, because there are movements where they don't feel good at first, but once you train them consistently and your body sort of adapts to that movement, then you're actually able to feel the movement how you're supposed to feel it. And for me, bent over barbell rows is definitely one of those movements where I need like 2 or 3 sessions to really start getting the hang of things. But I'm gonna leave it at 1 set. Reason being, I already did something that loads my lower back, so I don't want to fatigue myself too much. For the next session, what I'm probably gonna do is add a set to the bent over barbell rows, because eventually I want to get to 2 sets in every single exercise. I think every exercise from now on will be 2 sets, because next is lats, then what is it, a leg press? Yeah, like a leg press or some type of squat pattern. And then I think last is like leg curls, like hamstring curls or leg extension. So for those, that's not really something that fatigues you a whole bunch. So I don't need to do only 1 set for them. Unless I feel really, really tired or I start feeling bad, that's another story. But yeah, let's move on to lats. I have no idea what I'm gonna do. All right, so lat exercise. I was going to do a lat pull down, but the thing is, the way my split is set up, it's gonna be, again, upper A, lower A, upper B, lower B, push day, density day, and then I only have 1 night of rest before I go into upper A again. And on upper A, I have lat pull downs programmed. So in order to, if I hit lat pull downs today, that means I would only have 1 night of rest before I hit lat pull downs again. So I got to choose a different thing here. Now for upper Bs, I do have this movement, but like enough time would have already passed by then, so it's not a big deal. I was going to try some type of row, so for lats. Now, I was already here, so I'm just too lazy to go over there. But for next density day, I'm gonna try a lat row variation. Just to like change the angles up. Because this coming from the top, I definitely want something that comes from like in front of me as well. It's just gonna make it better. You know what I'm saying? Like hitting stuff from different angles at the end of the day, you're probably gonna get more growth out of it than only hitting it from 1 or 2 angles, right? So same concept here, thinking about pulling my body towards the handle or whatever. Not much momentum, not gonna be moving back and forth. It's gonna be strict. I already warmed up. Honestly, I'm pretty weak in this movement, and even just to stabilize myself, like the deadlifts definitely took a toll on my freaking hamstrings, dude. Like my legs have been shaking all freaking session. So let's get it. Boo. Damn, only 4 reps. That is crazy. I'm not expecting much, obviously, since it's my first day back, but 4 reps is a bit devious. I'm gonna lower it to a plate and then go for more reps, since I only got like 4 this time. Let's work. Come on. So we have leg curls now. Now for this variation, since what the heck is that? I'm gonna do them single leg, which I've never tried. I warmed up single leg, and I dare say it's actually, at least for me, it's better than you know, with both legs. I don't know why. I just connect a lot better, and I can actually drive through my hamstring. I don't know. I really enjoy it. At least the warm-up felt good. Right now we're gonna go into the working weight, which is gonna be, the numbers are kind of faded, but I'm assuming it's something around 55, 50, plus 4.5 pounds. So it's more or less, you know, closer to 60 really. But it felt phenomenal. I connected with it very well. So this might be my new favorite hamstring movement. It's definitely fitting because for lower A, I have normal seated hamstring curls with both legs. Then for lower B, I have lying leg curls. And then for density day is gonna be single leg. So it's, you know, we have quite a bit of different angles to approach it from. So the hamstring growth should be pretty freaky. I'm not gonna lie to you. After this is gonna be squat pattern movement and then leg extensions. For squat pattern, I don't know if I'm gonna do hack squat yet. I don't know what I'm gonna do. If I'm gonna be completely honest with you, it's probably gonna be hack squat. I never really connect well with hack squat. I don't know why, but I'm gonna see what I do. I'm gonna see what I do today, but let's get this up. Woo. Ew. Nah. Nah. Low key, I think I might have overshot with the weight. My right hamstring was able to handle it a lot better than my left. Like with my left, I only got like what, 3-4 reps, and they weren't even like, it didn't really go like full to like the full shortened position. So I'm gonna lower the weight by a considerable amount right now. Now for this set, I'm gonna start with my left leg since I got less reps with it. Yikes. Ooh. 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 That set was kind of ugly. My glute started to cramp on my right leg, on my right side, sorry. So had to like stop real quick. Alrighty. Hack squat for the squat pattern movement. Whatchamacallit, I warmed up. It felt extremely heavy, and also had to wait a bit for the machine, so that kind of like killed the momentum. But either way, we're gonna get stuff done. Only 2 plates. This hack squat is one of those, it's pretty heavy, I'm not gonna lie, throughout the whole range of motion. So it's not like the one I had back at the private gym where it was banded and like it was really light at the bottom, and I was able to do like 3 plates on that easily. But this is actually a pretty heavy, it's a pretty heavy hack squat. I mean, or my legs are just weak. Could be either one. Could be either one. Hack squat is definitely one of those movements I want to get up there. I've never been able to do some impressive weight on a squat pattern movement, which probably explains why my legs aren't big. So that's the goal. The goal with hack squat is like, shoot, like 10, not 10, I'm tripping, like 5 plates. 5 plates is like the long-term goal on this specific hack squat machine, because every hack squat machine is different. So yeah, let's get this up. Swork. That was a really hard set, like really freaking hard. I feel like it was really hard because I'm pausing at the bottom, and like just doing it really controlled. That's something I'm gonna start implementing into my squats. Just how I started implementing counter force with my leg extensions and progress like a bunch. I feel like adding that little pause to the squat pattern movement actually helps me maintain a bit more tension on the quads. It's a lot harder, and I'm able to do a lot less weight, but it's definitely better for the quads, at least from my experience. Okay, time for the last exercise, which will be leg extensions. I'm not gonna lie, that hack squat took a ton out of my quads. I mean, this is towards the back end of the session, so I'm not gonna be as strong. It's more or less more of a finishing movement I did think of doing single leg, but I don't have good experience with leg extension, specifically single leg. I always prefer both legs. It's just better for me. So that's what we're doing. I'm not too worried about doing too well in this movement. Like, I'm only going to do 110 pounds. Because on my lower A sessions, and I think my lower B sessions as well, in both of those sessions, leg extension is more in the front end of my session. So I'm already hitting them pretty hard every single lower session. So for my density day, I'm not too worried about going too crazy on leg extensions. But we're still going to try to progress it though. So that's that. So let's get these 2 sets on and then we're out of here.